Time to talk cattle markets now with Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist. And Derrell, we've seen a bump in prices recently. Is that what we would normally see this time of year?
It's really not a normal seasonal behavior. We've seen some changes in timing this year, and I think really it's being led by the fed cattle market. We're seeing an industry that's working quite a bit different this year compared to last year. We've had larger slaughter rates a little bit early this year. That gave us a little bump in supply, which initially put pressure on prices, but then we're following that now with this sort of unusual strength in prices.
Talk about some of those year-to-year differences and kind of what the comparison is.
You know, a year ago at this time, and really for most all of 2015, the feedlot industry had an incentive to slow things down, delay marketings. Cattle got big, carcass weights were heavy. What we've seen this spring is a very different situation. We've got discounts on the futures for the second half of the year. So feedlots and packers both have an incentive to move cattle quicker. So we've slaughtered them earlier, which again did put more supply in the market initially back in late March and April, but it's also pulled carcass weights down dramatically. And so, you know, again, the industry is operating at a faster pace right now, if you will. The turnover rate's quicker, and it's just an industry that's more like what we would expect long-term for the industry to behave, but not something we've seen for many months now.
And then where does demand fit into all of this?
Well, obviously, when we increased those slaughter rates, say a month ago, there was a little bulge in supplies, and prices did go down. But the good side of that is that we did move that meat through the system. There appears to be a fair amount of indication that we forward priced a lot of meat. Retailers took advantage of that. So the demand is there. We're probably going to see an opportunity for some decent featurings, taking advantage of that bigger supply and those lower prices as we go into Memorial Day and then on into Labor Day or and Father's Day in June.
And then do you think these trends will continue for the second half of the year?
Well, what we're doing now has the potential to really set us up for a little bit better situation from a supply standpoint, in particular by pulling these carcass weights down now. You know, seasonally carcass weights come down, but they've come down more dramatically than we've seen the last couple of years. And if we continue that, we may take them below year earlier levels here for a while, and that could extend on into the rest of the year. So we have the potential here to moderate increased cattle numbers, which we know are building, with less carcass weights, and that'll moderate the total increase in beef supplies and help support prices as we go through the year.
Okay, great information, Derrell. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.